Hey everyone, this is Aubrey from Piece by Piece Living, and today I'm going to show you how to make Instant Pot butter chicken. So I first had butter chicken from Trader Joe's. It was one of their frozen food meals. Never heard of butter chicken before. I kind of just thought it was an Indian cuisine with different spices. So I went to Trader Joe's, saw it, picked it up, and I really liked it. Like, considering it was a frozen food, a frozen meal from Trader Joe's, I thought it was gonna have a weird consistency and a weird taste, but it actually tasted pretty good. So I wanted to try and make my own because the area where I live, we really don't have any Indian restaurants that I know of. So therefore I had to just make it myself. And then I really love using my Instant Pot for everything. So I wanted to make a really easy butter chicken recipe that was compatible with the Instant Pot. So when I make butter chicken, I normally will pair it with a side of white rice and broccoli, or you could also pair it with, if like you're low carb, you could do riced cauliflower instead of white rice. And it tastes just as good because you're pouring the butter chicken sauce over the rice. So it doesn't really matter if you use cauliflower, at least in my opinion. We've also tried eating this with pita bread. Trader Joe's has a bag of pita bread in the frozen section, and you normally will just put it inside the oven, and then for like a few minutes, when you take it out, you'll just kind of put a little bit of butter on it. So that's also good with the butter chicken recipe. This recipe is really easy to make. It's good to make on a weekday when you're kind of busy, you don't really know what to make, and you just want to make something really easy. And also for this butter chicken recipe, most of the ingredients that I'm using are pretty common except for one of the spices, which is the garam masala. And you probably will have to go to like a health food store to pick this up, although I did find the same spice at Vons, but it looks a little bit different in color than the other one I got at the health food store. So hopefully the taste is similar and it's not too drastically different depending on which brand you buy. Okay, so some of the other ingredients that you're going to be using, you're going to need some chicken. I'm using 2 pounds. I originally tried using 1 pound, but it just wasn't enough chicken to sauce, like the ratio was off. So I used 2 pounds of chicken. You could do chicken thighs or you could do chicken breasts. I'm not a big fan of chicken thighs because I don't like the texture of it. So I usually just go with chicken breast. And then you're also gonna need some ground ginger, some cumin, cayenne pepper, the garam masala. You're gonna need some turmeric, some paprika, salt, and some garlic. And lastly, you're going to need a can of tomato sauce. And that's really all the ingredients that you need. Is really simple. Oh, and you're also going to need butter, and a lot of it. And you're also going to need heavy whipping cream. If you are dairy-free, but you're okay with eating butter, you could just skip the heavy whipping cream and use a can of full-fat coconut milk. And that will kind of create the same consistency. It won't have the exact same taste, but like if you really can't handle heavy whipping cream, then I would just do that. I'm lactose intolerant, but I can handle heavy whipping cream in like small amounts just fine. So putting it in this recipe really, it doesn't bother me at all. So let's go ahead and make this really simple butter chicken. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get all of my spices and prep them inside a small bowl. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put it to the side. And then I'm going to take my can of tomato sauce and pour it inside my Instant Pot, as well as the spices. And then I'm just going to add my garlic. You can either use a jar of minced garlic, or you can use what I have is this little device that actually minces raw garlic. And then just go ahead and give everything a really quick stir. And next you're going to place your chicken breasts or chicken thighs inside your Instant Pot. I'm using about 2 pounds of chicken breast for this recipe. I've tried it with 1 pound, but it just wasn't enough of the sauce to chicken ratio, so I feel like 2 pounds is the perfect amount. And lastly, you're going to put your lid on your Instant Pot and secure it to the sealing position, and then set your Instant Pot to manual pressure for 15 minutes. Once the timer goes off, you can go ahead and do a quick release and remove your lid from the Instant Pot. Just be very careful. And then you're going to go ahead and remove the chicken from the Instant Pot and set it aside. During this time, you're also going to set your Instant Pot to the saute function and allow your tomato sauce with the spices to come back up to a boil. And while you're waiting for your sauce to come back up to a boil, go ahead and cut your chicken. I like to cut my chicken in just bite-sized pieces. Once the sauce comes up to a boil, go ahead and add your 4 tablespoons of butter, and then just keep stirring it until the butter completely dissolves. Once the butter is completely melted, you can go ahead and turn off the saute function, and then take your heavy whipping cream and pour it inside your Instant Pot, and then just mix everything together until it's well incorporated. And at this point, you can go ahead and put the chicken back into the Instant Pot, and just make sure all of the chicken is completely coated inside the red sauce. And that's it. That's the recipe. All you have to do now is plate the butter chicken. I like to plate my butter chicken over some white rice, but you could also put it over some cauliflower rice. And then I will usually eat this with a side of broccoli. Okay everyone, this is the final product. Stop. I know you're making the faces. Don't even. You're thinking it. Okay everyone, here's the final product. This is the Instant Pot butter chicken. It's really easy to make and doesn't take a long time at all. And like I said, most of the ingredients used to make this recipe you'll already have, minus like one of the spices. And also, like I said, I will plate this with a side of broccoli and then over some white rice. If you are low carb or keto, then you can do cauliflower rice instead of the white rice. And also, I just want to warn you that it is very easy to splatter the sauce on your shirt, which I have to change my shirt. So just be careful when you're cooking, because a lot of the spices like the turmeric, the paprika, the cayenne pepper, they are very, very vibrant colors and they will stain your clothing. But yeah, so I hope you guys try this recipe. It's really easy, and let me know what you think. Bye.